Let's talk about drama, integrity, and choice and control, response and reaction. I know there's a lot in there to unpack. What I'm seeing a lot on social media is drama, drama, drama. Like, yes, I have shared that I've been unwell. Yes, I have shared, well, I'm still unwell. I have shared that I have been bullied. I have had, character defamation, things like that. But I shared it to make a point. I also shared it to say, you know what, I'm done with this group. I don't want to be part of it anymore. But thank you. And I did it in a really thank you for the learning experience way. In our life, we can either choose to respond or react. And I've done another video on this a little bit this morning, but I really want to take it to a new level. If you're a business owner, it doesn't matter the industry or the sector. At the moment, I've noticed the disability sector is really bad for this. There is a lot of attacking going on. I'm not the only one. A lot of people are talking about it. But nothing will change, and we're only going to attract more drama into our life if we focus on the negativity. If we focus on people have come at us because, hey, I tried to do something with this person, I tried to communicate with this person, and they turn me down, and then they've been nasty. And sure, not a nice experience. I get that. I've had a lot of those experiences. But what I personally choose to focus on, and I encourage others to do, is to come from a place of integrity in everything that I do. Now, sometimes I can be a little bit too blunt for my own liking, let alone someone else's. And I realized later, maybe I should have just waited a minute, taken another deep breath, and then responded rather than reacted. That's okay. Lesson learned, right? Not ideal, but lesson learned. But one of the things that I really want to share today is, are you coming from integrity? Are you choosing to respond rather than react? Are you taking the opportunity to see your choice in this situation? Are you taking this opportunity to see that you have control over certain things and other things you have no control over? Running events is something that I have done a lot of in the past and will be doing again in the future. Running a business, I do differently to everyone else. My events are done differently to everyone else's. And one of the things that I love about my approach is that the uniqueness in it. It is me. So 5 people can run an event on the same day as me, pitching to the same people in the same sector, and I will attract the right people for me because of the people that may be exhibiting, whatever it is. And I've learned to trust that over time, that I will always attract the right people to my events for me and for the sponsors and for the other people taking part in it. And then other people will attract other people. And I do have some people that say to me, oh man, I wish I could have made it to your event, but I already committed to someone else's. And I go, that's okay. We'll have another one. It's okay. Running a business is tough, and not everybody wants to collaborate, and we really shouldn't sometimes collaborate with certain people because they're not in alignment with our values, they're not in alignment integrity-wise, and things like that. So when we collaborate, when we go to work with someone else, it's really a matter of, is this the right fit for both of us? Because people have asked me to collaborate with them, and I've said thank you, but no. Because it's not the right fit for my business, my messaging, even though it can look really similar and almost the same, there will be something in there that maybe is not connecting for me, and that's okay. When we come from integrity, when we come from a heart space and our core of who we are and we stay to our values, then there's going to be certain people that are attracted to us, and there's going to be certain people that aren't. And that's what makes this world an amazing place. But I want to talk about the drama. I want to talk about the backstabbing, the complaining, and the victim mentality. I have gone through a lot of trauma in my life. And at one point, even though I consciously was not aware of this, subconsciously, I kept creating opportunities for more drama to set into my life, to come in, because in having that drama in my life, that meant I had a form of attention. And what I learned over time, and especially as I got into meditation more and things like that, I learned that I didn't want that drama. It was keeping tension in my body. It was making me be reactive versus responsive. I just didn't want the drama. But I had stepped onto the train tracks. I'd stepped onto the train, so to speak, and the train was moving, and it was hard to get off it. And it was actually more like a roller coaster, really, because drama, and when you keep sharing about drama, it attracts more drama. Don't take my word for it. Take a step in and have a look. Just the same as when you attract opportunities for success. I apologize for the background noise. Not sure what's going on outside. But when you have opportunities for success, when you have opportunities for support, when you have opportunities to be calm and centered and balanced, when you see opportunities and you celebrate success, you're attracting more of that. So if you're keeping the drama going of, it could be people having a go at you, it could be people backstabbing, it could be whatever the drama is. When you keep this drama going, you are actually going to do more damage to your reputation, because initially people will go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that that's going on for you. And then after a while, they're going to go, oh, I'm over this drama. And they're on to the next drama series. I say that with love. I say that with laughter. But it's true. I remember having a mentor many years ago, and he shared this story to us in the group. We were doing some training with coaching, and Joe was taking the class, and he said he hated drama TV shows. And back in the day, over 13 years ago now, I remember sitting there going, yeah, I don't particularly like the drama shows. I like the profiling shows, all those kind of things, but I don't like a certain drama, you know, this happened to this person and now we've all got to feel sorry for them and all of this. I just couldn't do that. I'm empathic, so I took that on and I'm like, oh, no. And I remember he shared that his wife loved a particular TV show, and it was on in the afternoons. And he said, that's fine. That's your half an hour of drama. We don't do drama any other time. So if you really want drama and that gossip and he said, she said, all that kind of action, then you can go ahead and watch that show. And then that is the drama. That's it. Now, there's a big difference between drama and challenges. When we sit in drama, we keep sharing the stories that start to create a poor me scenario, even though there's a tweak in there about how I'm the better person, or how, I rose above it and here's a lesson in it. That's fine, but it's got to stop at some point. So when you start to release that drama, and you just say, yeah, that happened. Okay, cool. That's the end of it. It happened. Get the support that you need from the right people to work through it, but also be able to let it go. And there is this book, and I'm going to apologize to the author right now because her name escapes me, and when you watch this, feel free to put it in the comments. But her book is Let Them. Now, I've started reading it, but I'll read more of it soon. The concept of this book is that people are going to judge you. People are going to be nasty. People are going to love you and then turn on you. People are going to seem really close, but it was for their own personal gain maybe, or just maybe the friendship ended. But you've got to be able to let them do them. Let them be them. You do you, and they can do them. And when you take that philosophy along with other things about centeredness and groundness and celebrating the best that you are, when you take that and you take that let them approach, you do you, I'll do me, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to have life working out, but be uniquely you. And don't take everybody else's ideas either. Be creative for you. For me, I work damn hard at what I do. I work damn hard at all of it. I do not take other people's work. In fact, I research when I have an idea and I'll write it all out. Often it comes to me in meditation or asleep, and I will write it all out. And I will not have a name for it initially. I'll have a temporary name for it. And I will Google as much as I can. I was going to swear. As much as I can. I will Google as much as I can to see if this concept is already out there. And if it is, what does it look like and who does it belong to? Because I don't want to take anyone else's work. I don't want to take anyone else's idea. I don't want to copy anyone else, because I am me and I am uniquely me and you are uniquely you. We're unapologetically who we are. So when you're running a business, or when you're wanting to advance in your career, or you're wanting to be the best that you can be, live the most empowered life you can, then you gotta let go of the drama. It's gonna happen, and let it happen around you, but protect yourself from it. And don't buy into it, because the more you buy into it, the more it will drain your energy, the more it will impact your health, your spirit, your well-being, the fun in your life. Drama is draining. And stuff happens, and people are going to criticize, and people are going to judge us, and people are going to copy us, as much as that one really peeves me off, especially when it's the same people doing it. And I'm like, dude, have you not learnt your lesson yet? But I also know what's coming in my business, and I know that they can't copy me all the way, because they won't get it. I already know that about them. It's good to be aware of your competition, and we don't have to be disrespectful. We don't have to dive into gossip or hearsay or the tea, whatever. I'm not used to that saying, but you get the idea. When we come from this heart space and our purpose and our core beliefs and our values and our integrity, and we have respect for other people, it doesn't matter in the end whether someone else is doing the same thing as you on the same day, or they don't want to work with you. It doesn't matter. It might feel a little hurtful, and trust me, I've been there. Living with autism and ADHD and that sensitivity of feeling rejected, and I use inverted commas for that rejection, because that's my perceived belief of the situation. But a conversation has 3 aspects to it. There's one person's aspect, there's the second person's aspect. Oh, I didn't mean to do that way. And there is the third one, which is the actual truth of the matter. The truth is sitting there in the middle, because we have our own perception of a conversation. We have our own perception of an experience. And I don't know about you guys, but think about a family event when you have sat around the table and somehow it's got onto something about, oh, when we were kids, remember when we did this? No, we never did that. Yeah, remember we did this, and we, this happened, and then we went there, and, there's a whole story. I have 3 siblings, and when we're all together, and which doesn't happen a lot, but someone will bring up a story and will go, oh, remember this? And there's always 3 to 4 different versions of the entire story. And if my mum wants to get involved, then there's possibly 5. Because how we remember things is based on our experience and our emotions at the time, our It's just based on so many different things. There's a lot of psychology in that. So guys, for an industry, a sector, a business, family, whatever we're talking about, for a community to grow and be the best it can, we've got to be able to accept our differences. We've got to know when to let people do them, be them, let them, as the book says. I really wish I could remember that. I think it's Melanie. Anyway, I apologize to the author. Yeah, you know the book I'm talking about, Let Them. There's also the book Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. That is a really good book as well. So it's all about what is right for you, but also what about if we let the drama go? As I said, the more you sit in drama, the more you keep sharing the same story, the same or similar stories. You know, somebody had a go at me at this and this is what they said, and I just want to make a point. Why are you wanting to make a point? What are you hoping to gain out of it? What is the purpose? And these are questions that I start to ask myself more and more. And you will see that I have shared the woe is me story or the victim story. But you'll also see that I'll come out and say, come on, let's be better. Let's do better. Let's see what we can learn from this. Because that is what life is about. Life is about being empowered. Life is about being unapologetically ourselves and embracing that and knowing our strengths and knowing our challenges and seeing the opportunities and letting other people be themselves, and they can do them. Now, if you want to have a bit of a joke about it, because I get people that go, oh my gosh, have you seen this post? And I'm like, oh, no, tell me what's going on. And then I'll go, wow, I only posted similar on that the other day. What's going on? Why does this person have to just happen to have these similar experiences to me at around the same time? Like, curious, but I also let them, because I'm on my journey, they're on theirs. I know where I'm going most of the time. And I know that I've got some new amazing things happening that once I get through my surgery, once I get through my healing time for me, I just can't wait to get into them and release them. And I can't wait to release them, but I'm waiting until I have the energy to give you everything. I don't want to give it away, but to give you everything else that goes with it. And I'm super excited for that time. And it's not been easy. For me, the last 6 to 12 months has been really tough, really tough. And I know I'm looking at myself now going, you don't look the best. But it is what it is. So think about it. Do you want to dive into the drama? Do you want to stay in the drama? When you post something, what is your purpose? For me, this video is about empowering you to take back control in your life and look at what are you surrounding yourself with. We all like a little bit of the gossip or the tea, or, give me the lowdown. What's happening? But there's got to come a point. If you don't want to stay in the drama, then this point's got to come where you just go, well, isn't that interesting? And let's see how it unfolds. Because life is amazing. Life is this amazing gift that gives us opportunities even when we don't want the experience. Even when the experience is tough and full of pain and hurt, there's an opportunity there to grow and to go, okay, do I want more of this or do I want less of this? Take back control. Know what we can control, what we can't control. And maybe you'll have a bit more patience than me. I do not have a lot of patience, but maybe you will. I hope this has helped you to come back and look at things from a slightly different perspective. People are always going to do things at the same time as you. Some people are always going to take your stuff. Let them, as the book is, let them be unapologetically you with love, respect, and dignity. Come back to your core purpose and be the best version of you. Stay tuned. If you are seeing this on YouTube, then like and subscribe. to follow for more, because in the coming months, probably end of July, August, unless recovery happens a bit quicker, but I'm thinking that I'm going to just take June and July for me, and towards the end of July we'll start letting you know what's coming. I really can't wait to share all of this stuff. There's a couple of books in there. There's some new courses and events being planned, and that's all I'm going to say. But oh my gosh, I just can't wait. Like, I can't wait. I struggle to wait, but it's so important for me to take this time to heal, so that when I do launch it, I can keep it going. And yes, I'm excited. So keep watching. Thank you for your support, and remember, be you, because there's no one else can do things as you do them. You are amazing.